It is like so hot in my room. Holy crap. Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be all about cream contour, highlight, and baking, and all of that good stuff that I'm pretty sure you guys are interested in watching. So yeah, if you want to know how I cream contour and highlight, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you do like it at the end. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. And I did not include the eye look on this tutorial, but if you do want to see the eye look, stay tuned because I did film that for you. I do have an affiliate link down below for the BH Cosmetics Cream Contour Palette in case you guys are interested. I fell in love with it. You guys will see in the video why. And yeah, I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye guys. Alright guys, so I already have my eyes semi-done actually. They're not completely done, but they're semi-done. And then I already have foundation on. I just put a thin layer of foundation. And the foundation that I'm trying out for the first time is actually from the drugstore. It's the Rimmel London Long Lasting Skin Perfecting Full Coverage with Comfort Serum 24-hour foundation, and it's this one right here. So hopefully I like it. Hopefully to go with the foundation one shade darker than mine, and I actually went to go pick up another Tarte Shape Tape in a different shade. I got it in the shade Light Sand, so hopefully it matches me because this one was a little too bright, too white. I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Contour palette, and this is actually in the cream version. They do have a powder version as well, but I have a lot of powders, so I really wanted to give this a try and kind of do like a first impressions on this palette right here. I do have an affiliate link below in case you're interested after watching this video, but for now this is what I'm going to be using. It has a banana shade, it has two really light highlighting shades that can be used as foundations actually, and then it has like a color correcting, and then it has all the browns down here. And by looking at the pan, I'm gonna go ahead and show you up close. Some of these shadows look kind of like wet, as you can see right there. Really good reviews on this BH Cosmetics contour palette, so I really wanted to give it a try. Yeah, let's see how it goes. So since I already have my foundation and all of that good stuff, now I'm going to go ahead and highlight underneath my eyes. And you always want to use a highlighter, not a highlighter, you always want to use a concealer a couple shades lighter than your skin tone, or maybe like use a little bit of a one shade darker of a foundation and a couple shades lighter of a concealer, just so everything can look nice and seamless at the end. So today I'm going to use the Light Sand. Hopefully this matches me because I went and picked up a darker concealer because this one was a little too fair for me. So I'm just going to do 3 lines underneath my eyes to kind of brighten that area. I'm going to put some in my chin, and then I'm going to put 3 lines on my forehead. These are the areas that I normally would highlight, so this is what I'm going to highlight. You know, and what I'm going to be blending that out with Clean Pro sponge, and I'm just going to start with the chin, kind of like blend it all out. So I feel like the shade is actually really nice. It kind of goes with the foundation because the foundation is in a nude beigey color, so it is a little bit darker for me, but I feel like this concealer pairs very well with the foundation. We shall see once I'm done blending my whole face out. And I love this sponge, especially for the under eyes, just because it has that curved slanted side to it, which actually captures really well underneath the eye area. Whatever is left on the sponge, I'm just going to run it through the bridge of my nose just to kind of brighten my nose as well. Highlighting underneath your eyes can make a huge difference because it kind of awakens your eye, and it kind of makes you look more refreshed and more awake, and it just makes a difference in your makeup in general. As you can see, it looks way better already that I used this shade, and I feel like the shade that I got is actually a perfect match for me. I'm really careful when blending out the forehead, just because I do have my eyebrows done already and I don't want to mess them up. Sometimes I have like good brow days and sometimes I have like horrible brow days. Today is one of those days where I feel like this brow is on point, but this one is kind of like, you know, not there. This is the RCMA No Color Powder. I am oily skin, but I feel like the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder is very dry on my skin, and kind of like when I laugh and when I like move and make movement on my mouth, I feel like this is very stiff. So that's why I love the RCMA No Color Powder, because it does set my under eyes, but it's very fresh and it's very refreshing, whereas the Laura Mercier is too dry. I am just going to dab the powder underneath, and you want to press it into your skin. You don't want to slide it, because sliding the product is just going to make a mess. See what I mean? This sponge just gives you like the perfect curve to get underneath your eye and to kind of like set everything into place. Myself, because I am oily skin and I want my makeup to last all day, I do kind of like whatever is left on the sponge, I'll kind of like distribute the powder all over my face, but that's because I am oily skin. I'm gonna go ahead and use the star of the show here, which is the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro palette. I've heard really great things about the Studio Pro line in general from BH Cosmetics. I did hear that we have a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, which is the Total Cover Studio Pro Concealer that they just came out with. So I'm really excited to try that. I have not yet tried it, so that should be exciting. And I'm just going to spray some Mario Badescu on my brush. And for this, I'm going to be using the Morphe M173 brush. And I'm just going to take the second shade here in the palette. Ooh, they feel very, very creamy. They feel very creamy. So I'm just going to do this oval circle on my forehead, just because I do have a really big forehead. And then I like to contour from the tip of my ear down to my mouth, but like halfway through my eye, not all the way to my mouth, just because I do have really fat cheeks. So if I curve that contour, I'm gonna look even more, you know, fat on my cheek area. So I kind of just do this. And you can kind of see the hollows of your cheeks if you go like this. Now I'm just going to contour my jawline as well, just to kind of like slim everything out. And I just use whatever is left on the brush, just like this. And I'm going to contour my nose a little bit, just for the purpose of the video. I still do not know how to contour my nose, like, you know, on point. But just for the purpose of the video, I'm going to bring the contour down a little bit here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Morphe E8 brush, spray some Mario Badescu as well, and kind of like blend the contour up my hairline. So this is what I like to do. I just like to buffer it. Ooh, and it's actually really nice. And I like my contour a little more warm, just like this one. I don't like it too cool, because then your face is going to look extremely muddy, and that's not what you want. So you want that natural bronze look, and you don't want a muddy contour all over your face. So I love this brush because it kind of captures everything in between. It's okay if you mess up, because we're going to go back in with the beauty sponge and kind of like diffuse everything. Before I move on, I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose with the exact same brush. I'm just going to take the exact same brush. I'm going to spray some Mario Badescu just to kind of give it that moisture. And now I'm going to blend the jawline before I actually go into my cheek area. So all I'm going to do is kind of buffer the product in circular motions, just like this. Really go in with a different brush for this cheek area right here, but I'm going to use the same one just to kind of see how this one blends everything out. Now you're going to take some RCMA No Color Powder or whatever powder that you have, and we are going to chisel the cheekbones, carve everything out. I'm going to go in with any clean brush and kind of remove the powder, but as you can see, my face kind of like ate the powder. You know, it kind of like melted into my skin and it kind of ate it, and that's because I am oily skin. But if you're dry skin, you are going to still have some powder underneath your eyes, and you just want to swipe everything off. Just wipe it. And doing your eye makeup first before you cream contour and you highlight is going to help your makeup last longer, and you will notice a difference underneath your eye as well. Go ahead and use my Jouer Cosmetics and Citrine. You guys already know the drill with that. This is where I like to highlight, so on the top of my cheekbones, on the hollows of my cheekbones, just like this. And I like to bring it inwards towards my cheek area just because I have really big cheeks, so when I smile you can kind of see my cheekbones right there. So I like to do this, and I like to put some on my chin as well. If you feel like you went a little overboard with the highlight, you can always go back with your sponge and then kind of like dab the highlight. I'm going to spray some Make It Last setting spray by Milani. This is just going to lock everything in place, and it's going to make your makeup last all day. Obviously, if you are if you are dry skin, you might want to go in with the Make It Dewy by Milani, which is absolutely incredible for dry skin. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the bottom of my eyes off camera, and I will be right back. Guys, so I went ahead and finished the rest of my makeup. As you can see, this is how my face looks now, all highlighted, all contoured, all structured. This is what a perfect contour looks like on my face. Obviously, you know, there's nothing natural about this, but it does give you more of a natural in quotes, because there's no such a thing as natural, let's get real, but it looks more natural when you do use cream products. And in my opinion, I feel like this is a definitely must-have in your collection. I feel like I am going to be using this several times here on my channel, just so you guys can see it used several different ways. You can find this at Ulta, and you can find it at bhcosmetics.com. If you do buy it from the website, which I have a link down below, get a small percentage of commission based off the sale. And if you do buy it online, there's always sales going on. So I believe right now this contour palette is under $10. So I really do recommend you get it. Now I am going to be buying the powder contour just so I can give that one a try. But definitely this is a must-have. Like you guys saw earlier in the video, the shades are very pigmented and very creamy. I'm going to go ahead and show you up close one more time. So you can see there that the shadows are really pigmented. I don't know if this is like this one that I didn't even use, and you can see it kind of looks like it has oil, but they don't have oil. They're just really creamy and very highly pigmented. You guys saw them on action on my face, and my face looks pretty darn good. It doesn't look muddy whatsoever. It looks very structured, very well defined, and all thanks to this contour palette. So I really do recommend it. I really suggest you get it. Try it out for yourself. I feel like it's a really good and affordable quality palette. I do have the Anastasia cream contour palette, which in my opinion was not great. It did dry out. They looked very muddy on my face. They looked very patchy. It was very dry. These are extremely creamy. So if you can get your hands on this, I really do recommend you get it. Now with that being said, I really hope you guys like this tutorial. If I'm not here, I'm on Snapchat and Instagram, so go follow me over there. And yeah, I really hope you guys like the tutorial. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and I will catch you guys later. Bye guys!